April 1612. A small island off the coast of Japan. The greatest duel of the era is about to begin, except the legendary swordsman hasn't arrived yet. Musashi Miyamoto finally appears, hours late, unshaven, wearing a headband tied too casually. And in his hands, not a katana, but a wooden oar he carved from a boat. His opponent, Sasaki Kojiro, waits with a blade famous for its reach and precision. The crowd expects a slaughter. What happens next will rewrite how we think about attachment. Here's the puzzle the duel presents. What if the very thing you think gives you strength, your grip on winning, on being prepared, on controlling every variable, is actually what makes you brittle? Most of us have been taught that caring deeply fuels performance, that attachment to the outcome is what sharpens focus. But watch what Musashi understood. When you hold something too tightly, your hands shake. Your vision narrows. You stop reading the situation and start fighting your own fear. This video isn't about 16th century sword fighting. It's about a mental discipline you can use the next time your boss asks a hard question or a conversation goes sideways. The promise is counterintuitive. Letting go of the outcome doesn't weaken your performance. It sharpens your judgment under pressure. And to understand how, we need to look at the young man Musashi was before that duel. Someone who clung so tightly to winning, he almost destroyed himself. Before that island, Musashi fought like most of us do when something really matters. He gripped tight. Every duel was a life or death audition for his own worth. He won almost all of them. But he walked away bleeding, gasping, one bad slip from being finished. Here's the mechanism. When you're attached to winning, your brain narrows. It locks onto one path, one plan, one outcome. Anything unexpected becomes a threat instead of information. Musashi was predictable. His opponents learned to bait his aggression, exploit his tunnel vision. He survived by raw talent, not judgment. Sound familiar? That moment in a meeting when you cling to your prepared point, and the conversation shifts, and you freeze instead of adapt. The tighter you hold the outcome, the less you can read the room. By his early 20s, Musashi had nearly bled out from this pattern. He was winning, but winning was breaking him. That pattern of gripping too tight, Musashi didn't escape it through sheer will. He trained it out of himself, deliberately. He started practicing what seemed useless, painting calligraphy with a wooden sword, walking through sudden rain without quickening his pace. These weren't aesthetic exercises. They were drills in comfort with uncertainty. Proof that he could hold an intention lightly and still act with precision. On Ganryujima, that training paid off. Kojiro was coiled, expecting a duel of tension and timing. Musashi arrived loose, late, unshaven, because he wasn't fighting to control the moment. He was reading it. The opening came not from Musashi's attack, but from Kojiro's own impatience. The tighter he held his winning strategy, the more openings he gave away. Here's the modern truth. When you stop white-knuckling the outcome in a negotiation or presentation, your mind frees up to actually see what's happening. The payoff isn't passivity, it's sharper judgment, because you're no longer fighting yourself.